So what I want to do is I'm just going to create a quick recording to try to go over the overview of how you're going to keep score during the tournament. So I made up a kind of a dummy bout. So right now you're going to see that it says bout 0. During the tournament, it'll actually have the bout number that you're going to have on there. And I will go over that in a second. So what I'm going to do though is let's say this is the start of the match and these are the two wrestlers who are going to go. The first thing that'll happen is the ref will choose who is what, red and green. Let's say in this instance that the ref said we want Webster Thomas to be green. So what will happen is I'm going to just click on the green and it'll automatically update the two wrestlers. You only have to change one. And what I have on the right hand side is basically I try to show you what you're going to see on the TV. So try to get everything on one screen so you can kind of see what happens as we go. So now period 1 is going to start. And when the ref blows the whistle, we're going to click on start. And I only did 20 seconds. This way, you're not sitting there for 6 minutes during this whole video. So they go out of bounds, you click on stop. Now the wrestling, and what happens is green gets a takedown. So basically, you only click on the word. And you will see by clicking on the word, it actually gives green 2 points. And it changes what points each wrestler can get. Because green is now on top, you're going to see that that wrestler can get near fall or those types of things. And the red can get a reversal, escape, anything like that. The key thing is to always click on a word. Never click on these pluses or minuses. It kind of messes up that whole system. So we're going to keep going. And as the wrestling right before the buzzer, red gets an escape. So now we're going to let the time go down, and we're down to 0 seconds. Period 1 ends. Now, all we're going to do is keep clicking on links. So up at the top, you don't have to do anything with the drop-down. Just click on next. So now we're in between periods. The ref will flip a coin, do whatever. And really, you don't have to do anything with defer, but you can say, oh, red won. He defers the choice, and then green takes bottom. And it automatically goes into the second period. Again, I only put 20 seconds on here just to make this a little quicker. So again, they start, and let's say it was a false start, they went out of bounds, and you're like, oh crap, I want to go back to the 2 minutes or whatever it was. All you need to do is you can actually click on either, you can change the time here. So I can say, you know what, I want to go back to 20 seconds, and then just click on set, and you're going to see that the timer goes back to 20 seconds. So you can change everything right here. So let's say the wrestling, and green gets a reversal, and then while red is down, he gets called for stalling. And now there's a question that comes up, and you say, oh, I made a mistake. It was actually green that called for stalling, not red. If you ever make a mistake, all you have to do is click on the thing that is wrong. So in this case, stalling is wrong. So you click on stalling, and you can say delete. And then you could go back and you could click on stalling for green. We start wrestling again. We go through, and after the 5 seconds is up, the final score after period 2 is going to be 4-1. Just click on next. Now it automatically knows because green had the choice before, red has the choice. Red choose neutral. So third period starts. So now we start and red gets a bloody nose. So we stop. Notice on the right, this will keep track of all of the times, if it's injury time, if it's recovery time, if it's anything. So the ref will say start the blood time, and you actually start it. And you can see that on the clock, it actually keeps track of the blood time. You never have to change it. If they stop the bleeding and they continue wrestling, what will happen is you can just click on start. If the blood time starts again, it'll automatically count this down. Now, they're going to start wrestling again, and this throws a lot of people off because they look at the blood time. As soon as you start the clock again for the normal clock up here at the top where it says start, it'll change back over to the regular time. So we click on start. Red gets a takedown, and he gets 2 near fall. And they're going through, and let's just say green gets an escape. So I'm going to do the worst case scenario in this one. So period 3 ends, and it's tie 5-5. So now notice I can click on next, and I'm just going to change this again to, actually, you know what? We'll leave this, and we're going to start wrestling because it's sudden death. If they keep going, literally you can keep clicking on next, and it will take care of all the overtimes for you. But let's say we start. Green gets a takedown, and now the match is over, so you can actually stop it because in overtime it's sudden death. So the final score is 7-5. Now, what happens at the end of every match is the only thing you really have to worry about on the left-hand side is we're going to click on result. So now that it's ended, I click on result. And if you kept the time and the score through the whole thing, this should be right. But if not, you can change anything. This is the official's job. He's going to make sure that the right wrestler is highlighted. This says sudden victory, he won 7-5. If not, you could change anything here. But the ref should actually double check this. It will put the time the match ended because they do get a 45-minute rest. And when you're done, you can click on save result. And what happens, if this was the regular tournament, you would have 3 more bouts right here. You would have the next bout, who's on deck, and who's in the hole. Because I just did this once, so you can kind of see how to keep score, they're not there. But basically what would happen is for your mat, let's say it was mat 1, you would have the 3 bouts that are coming up on your mat. And you would just click on the next link and keep going through that same process. So hopefully that helps. If you make a mistake, you just need to contact whoever's running the tournament, and they can fix it on their end. But you can continue going through the whole tournament that way. Good luck.